What's going on, everyone? Tech Me Out here, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at my top 5 iPhone applications that I'm currently enjoying right now. So if you're excited about this particular video, go ahead and let me know by hitting that like button down below, and without any further ado, let's talk. So the very first app on the list is an application known as TVTime, and this is for anyone out there that wants to kind of better manage their TV shows in which they want to watch throughout the week. So me personally, I'm constantly forgetting to actually check on the shows in which I want to see because I tend to stay a little bit busy, so this kind of keeps me in line. And so within the app here, what you have is a plus symbol in the top left. So this is really handy when you want to come in and find some TV shows in which you might want to check out. Then down here in the bottom left, you have your upcoming tab. So this is showing you all the shows in which you have actually marked as something in which you watch. That way you can see when the episode is coming on. You can also find out information about that particular episode and pretty much get a lineup for the shows that you plan to tune in for the week. You also have your watch list, which is going to help you track the shows in which you want to see. So as you can see here, not per se all of my shows are actually on air right now, but those that are listed at the top. And then you have For You. So this is going to allow you to get in touch with other people who like the same shows as you and pretty much watch the episodes together and share your reactions as different things within the particular episode start to happen. And lastly, you have your Profile tab, which provides insight on the shows in which you watch in the event somebody happens to stumble across it. So if you want to follow me up here, Tech Me Out is the name, like it is pretty much on everything else. So as you can see, yeah, I do kind of like a little bit of ratchetness every now and again, but outside of that, these are the shows that I really like to watch. So follow me up here. I'll probably follow you back, and if we happen to like some of the same shows and watching them at the same time, we can react together. So on top of these things here that I just showed you, it'll also give you reminders so that when your show's about to come on, you can be alerted like an hour beforehand. So if you're not home, you can get home. And if you get the pro version of this, you can also do things like add it to your calendar and all types of stuff like that. So overall, I've been really enjoying it thus far. I know recently I was trying to watch, I think it was like Love and Hip Hop or something this week, and when I turned to the channel, it wasn't showing the episode which was supposed to air. And so I went actually into the TVTime app, and the community tab let me know that they were not airing the episode that week, so I pretty much went on about my night. But it's things like that that are handy, so you can make sure you're not tripping if you're tuned in to watch your favorite show and it's not on. Now another app that I'm currently feeling is GBoard, and some of you might be like, Tech Me Out, you're late to the game, but I was using SwiftKey for the longest, and I never used Google's keyboard. So after I checked it out, I realized I had kind of been missing out a little bit. So with this GBoard keyboard, you have a couple of things. So you can type like normal, but you can also swipe in the event you need to. Then you have this G option here, which is going to act as your Google search, so it can search Google right here from your keyboard. So right now I just typed in Kevin Hart, so if I hit search, it's going to pull up some things in regards to Kevin Hart. So it does its normal Google search, but then I have these icons down here. When you tap the one here in the middle, it takes you to images of Kevin Hart that you can scroll through and just tap on the one that you want, and then you can paste it into the conversation. Or if I wanted to see any memes that have the topic in which I typed in, or GIFs, whatever you want to call them, I can tap on this icon here and it will start searching for things with the word Kevin Hart in it. So I really like that aspect about it. Other thing that I love is that I don't know any other keyboard app that gives me swipe and voice dictation, but this one does. So you can actually hold down here and it then takes you to this page to start dictating your words. So as you can see here, hopefully it's in focus there, you can see that it's trying to dictate what I'm saying. And when I'm finished talking, I can just hit the little Google icon here, and then it adds those words into the chat for me. So I love the fact that it integrates the things that I commonly use, which is swipe and voice dictation. And then within the app itself, you have a couple of more things you can do, such as change the actual theme for the keyboard. Next up, I have Memematic. So this is going to let you create your own memes. It's not overly done with a ton of features you're not going to use, but this is going to let you create just about any meme that you have seen online. So you can choose the option for a new meme, and then you can choose from any of these layouts in which you see, so that you can caption the image with what you want. So let's say I wanted to per se use this one here. I can then go to my album and choose a photo, and then you can caption it with something funny. And so I know I chose to, add a top and bottom caption, but I really didn't have anything to think of. But you can add your text there. And then number 4, it's gonna pop you with the ad probably. And then you can save it or share it to Instagram or any other form of social media in which it allows you to. But ultimately, this is how you can create your own memes. Next up, I have this app called Clarity. Now, this is a really nice app to pretty much get your lock screen or home screen to look a little bit more the way you want it to. So this is going to let you take a image and do specific things to it, such as add a mask to the image. So this is an image that I had on my phone, and I'm just going to show you kind of the options you can do. So you can drag down to make the mask, cover a little bit more of the photo, which is basically going to give it an overlay of a specific color. You can adjust the actual color by using this top slider right here. Then you can adjust the saturation as well as the opacity so that it's more obvious or less obvious. But this is really nice when you have a lot going on, especially in the wallpaper, and you want to use it, but you kind of want to tone it down a bit so that it doesn't look as busy when you put things on top of it. But if you don't want to add a mask, you can always make it blurry. So you can choose a wallpaper again in here that you want to customize, and you can adjust the intensity of the blur using this slider down here at the bottom as well. So I can make it more blurry or a lot less blurry so that it looks like the original image. And then if you don't want any of those, you can always create your own gradient from within here. So you can come in here and, play with the options for creating a gradient by changing the angle in which the gradient is going to go, or you can tap on the dot to change the color of the gradient. And then lastly, I have Tailor. But Tailor is really nice to stitch your screenshots together. So say for instance, you're on the web, you took a screenshot of a page that's actually like 3 pages. This is going to allow you to have an app which is going to stitch those together so you have one full image. Also, that's really good for like when you're taking screenshots or text messages and things like that. So now I just have one image and I don't have 3 in the event that I wanted to share it. And if I did want to share it, I can just tap this and go ahead and choose the option in which I want to share it by. Now, if you're not an iPhone user and you're more of an Android person, I have also done a top 10 free apps for Android. I'm gonna link that below as well as in the video so you can check it out. But let me know down below which app on your phone is currently getting the most attention from you. What's your frequently most used app? If you enjoyed this video and you haven't hit the like button by now, please go ahead and do so. Also, if you are not aware, I am hosting a giveaway right now on a EUFY Smart Scale. If you're not familiar with the product, it's basically a scale which looks and performs like a normal scale, but gives you more in-depth information such as your BMI, your water weight, and a ton of other things that you might find important regarding your health, all from within an app on your phone. So if you want to know more about that, I'm gonna link the video in which I talk in detail about that down below in the description box. You can check out more videos from me over here on the right hand side, and you can subscribe to me over here on the left. And as always, thanks for taking the time out to let me tech you out.